Upstate golf guys, here we go. Anthony Rogers steal the show. RGB, Florida Mike on the scene. Hollywood Mikey living the dream. Eagle, birdie, par, bogey, fly. Swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean. Golfing addicts chasing the green. Scrounge up balls from trouble spots, off the tee or random plots. Long drive legend with a grin. Grip it, rip it, let's begin. We're the crew you can't outdrive. Golf obsession keeps us alive. Buzzing by in a golf cart spree. Talking swing, sipping iced tea. Eagle, birdie, par, bogey, fly. Swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean. Golfing addicts chasing the green.
And we are back for another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. Before we get things rolling, I just want to give a couple of my affiliates a shout out. First off, Trouble Off the Tee. Marty has some awesome hats over there, from Scratch Golfer to I'll Go Alone. He's got the Camel Chasing over there, some awesome hats. And then Never Lay Up. There's some awesome hats, and they got the playlist inside. If you go and scan it, you'll get an awesome playlist for your round. There it is, Roger. Thank you for that, buddy. And then our newest sponsor and affiliate, 88 Links Golf. There it is, Florida Mike, and I'm wearing the hat as well. He's got some awesome apparel over there. He's got some shirts, some hats, but most importantly, it's Shoe Dog. So my guy has some awesome shoes. I actually have a pair that I am gonna be giving away because I thought I'd be a 10.5, but they're a little snug in the toe. So those are my shoes.
Those are fresh.
They're fresh.
Yeah,
Right? Dude, they're so nice, so nice. And I actually had to message him, and I was like, man, I really, really love them. I want them. They're just a little snug in the toe. So he said, man, he goes,
you got them Barney Rubble feet. That's why.
Yeah, they're just white. But no, I got the wide foot, and it's wide in the front is what it is. And he's gonna send me an 11 and take care of it. But how fresh are those guys?
I can't wait for Anthony to actually bring mine to the golf course so I can try them on.
Yes, I have yours right here, Roger. Absolutely, man. But yeah, man, there's some new affiliates with the podcast and some awesome sponsors. And
don't forget about the code.
What's that?
The Upstate 20 code for 88 Links Golf.
Thank you, Florida Mike. And it's Upstate 20 actually.
Yeah.
Upstate 20 to use at checkout to save a little money, and the code for Trouble Off the Tee, because I forgot to say that as well, is also Upstate 20. So thank you for that, Florida Mike, and you could save yourself 20% on some of this awesome golf apparel. But,
go support the brands that support us, fellas. Go support the brands that support us.
Thank you, Raj. That's totally true, man. Totally true. Amen to that. But RGB, I got my boys with me, RGB and Florida Mike. What's up, fellas?
What's happening, man?
Oh, man, not much. A wet, rainy weekend, man. Wet, rainy weekend up here in miserable upstate New York. I see Florida Mike laughing because he had a beautiful weekend. But I don't know what we're doing here, brother. I don't know what we're doing in upstate New York.
Ant, have you seen the forecast for the next 10 days, bro?
It's not good.
It's not good. We're getting rain every day. So the Pitch Putt and Puff crew got out there on Sunday. You guys were out there as well as on your tour. I know you're going to wait to talk about that. But we lucked out because our tee time was in the morning. And we only caught rain for my group anyway was 16, 17, and 18. And the Pitch Putt and Puff boys early on have been golfing, man. There's been some really good golf in there. There's a lot of mid to low 80 scores. For this time of year, it's kind of uncommon. It's usually the high 80s, low 90s when you first get out. Even some of our better guys like JR, who's a hockey player, he's got that wrister. So it takes him a month to get his golf swing back. So he's been playing well. I have to give a shout out. I know he listens, but Johnny Calloway, my man, Two Gloves. Me, him, and Ant played around a couple weeks ago. I played and jumped out for a couple holes with these guys, and he gave me a slight tip on my chipping, and I'm not lying to you guys. It's taken 3 to 4 strokes off my round every single
Hell
round. My putting, I'm putting the best I have ever right now. Like I sunk like a 25, 30 footer for bird on the 9th hole. Anthony can attest. I was downhill on the 9th hole for that 20 footer too. So won a skin, won a couple bucks. I'm back-to-back weeks with W's in the first 2 opening weeks of the pitch putt and putt. So I'm not complaining.
Hell yeah.
It's always nice to take home some cash, and then especially like considering I run the whole thing and organize it all to actually like get some benefits out of it. And like, all right, that made it worth my time to organize all this shit. But,
Yeah, congratulations, bro. I'm glad you're playing well. You better keep that shit up come July.
Mike, you know what the crazy thing is, man? Is so I've been playing. This is year 7 for me, and
Same amount for me.
when I first started, like I really tried to practice and get better. Like I was out there like working on things. And then I started doing the podcast and I started kind of like losing focus of actually getting like golfing. You know what I mean? So like you don't see as much video I'm posting on the Pitch Putt and Puff page as I did in the past right now. Really just for the fact I'm fine tuning, like I'm practicing. I'm going there like with a purpose when I play midweek. So all right, let's get off the tee today. Let's try to keep my hands extended or make sure my hands, whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
or what
the out of the day is.
yeah. So Tuesdays, I'm going to work on my short game. I'm going to chip, boom, boom, boom. Like for example, that simple little tip Johnny gave me. First tee Friday night, me and Hank were playing our match, but we were playing our warm up before we played the front. I hit an eagle from like 126 yards out on the first hole.
Nice.
I'm like, just the confidence I have hitting those shots that I didn't have. I mean, 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, whenever the hell the season first started. It's a game changer.
That's amazing. I love listening to good golf.
Bro, it was crazy. One hop, I said to Hank, I go, yo, that's in. He goes, yeah, all right. We get up to the green and there's a Snickers wrapper. And you could see the white inside of the Snickers wrapper.
Yeah.
The pin was the front right. The Snickers wrapper was in the back left. I'm like, Hank, my ball went nowhere near that, right? So Fairway's walking up to get his ball. He's got about a 10-foot putt. I'm like, yo, Mike, when you go past the cup, can you grab my ball? He's like, yeah, all right, man. And he walks up. He goes, get the fuck out of here. He goes, because he didn't even see it. He's like, no way. And Hank's like, that's really in. I was like, Hank, you are so lucky we're not playing right now.
Dude, I've never had a hole in one. But I don't think it could ever top a feeling you get from a hole out from like deep. You know what I mean? Like for an eagle, like albatross is like even more like rare, but dude, I never lose excitement when I hit a hole. If I hit a hole out, like
never.
Yeah, dude, it pumps you up. You almost gotta like calm yourself down before you get to the next tee box, or you're gonna freaking jack one out of bounds.
Yeah,
Rod,
pretty much.
Rod, let's tell Florida Mike about Scrounge's hole out last year at the beginning of the season. I never told Florida Mike about this. I don't think we told it on a podcast early on. I'll tell it. So
I don't remember. Was it on the first hole?
It wasn't at FREAR Park. It was it was in the winter golf. It was it over at
Mohawk.
It was over at Mohawk.
I don't know if I remember this.
You don't remember Scrounge, where there was 8 of us. We were at the 10th hole or 11th hole, and you guys there was 8 of us. So the guys came up and they were smoking a doob, so we got a little distracted. Brad started.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I remember.
So now I think Raj and Mikey hit our ball, and we go out, and I'm actually driving with Brad, and we get out there, and Brad's like, "Where the fuck did I hit the ball? Where did I hit the ball?" And we're all out there. My ball's in the middle of the fairway. Raj is out there, and I'm like, he's like, "Oh, I found my ball." He's like, "It's in my pocket. I never fucking drove."
Like, yo, because the crew came up and we got bullshit and passing the doob around, and everybody's like, "What's your score? What's your score? How you playing? How you playing?" He lost focus completely. And everybody's like, all right, let's go. He hopped in the cart. Bro, we were looking for 5 minutes.
Guilty. I've done
Florida Mike. So wait, it gets better. It gets better. So now I'm like, just drop a ball near me, Scrounge. We're not playing for any money. It's not a tournament. It's nothing. You know what I mean? Just drop a ball near me. So we both put one out now. We're about 100, 120 out after our second shot, right? Yo, Scrounge, literally, he goes first. He's like 15 yards behind me. Dude, 2 hops, slam dunks right into the cup. Dude,
like over a bunker, like a
oh,
beautiful
dude,
shot.
It was so beautiful. It was a it was a par 5. He's like, let's go. And then he was like, oh my God. I'm like, what? He's like, I never fucking teed off. He's like, this isn't even like, is this a real eagle? He's like, do I even count this as a real eagle? Like, what? Like,
what do you do?
I could have put that ball in the woods and like it wouldn't have even been. Like, what do I even say? What do I do? It's just one of those hole outs that I'll always remember.
Yeah,
like,
it's awesome.
What do you call that? Like, just
a hell of a shot.
A hell of a shot is what you call it. Let me ask you guys this. So say you're playing in a tournament and it's a par 5 and you play your ball the whole time and you get an eagle. Do you count that as an eagle in your personal record?
If you're
say you're playing a scramble, so you're playing a scramble at FREAR and you're on the 11th hole, you eagle 11. You every shot you use is your shot though.
Yes.
You put that and you're like, I got an eagle as an eagle for yourself.
Absolutely.
If every shot was your shot,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got an argument, I forget with who
eagle,
about
baby.
That. That's what I'm saying.
Eagle.
That's how I got my first one. I was playing in a tournament up at Schenectady Muni with some guys from work. And same thing, I had a chip out from, I don't know, 130, 140 yards and just boom, buried it. And like there was the best part was there was the table for like the tournament. Like they were like, I don't know, selling lemonade or whatever the fuck they were doing. And everybody was up there. So like 20, 30 people seen it and like went nuts. I was like, so I got even more excited. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And then I shanked my next tee shot about 80 yards to the right.
Yeah, for sure it happens. Like I remember my very first hole out birdie, which was my first birdie, and then my very first eagle was a hole out. And I was actually like new to golf. Like I just joined this golf league that I play on Wednesdays, like 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And I used a 2-iron. It was a dogleg right par 5. Hit 2-iron off the tee into the fairway, hit the 2-iron again, and right in front of the green is a pot bunker that looks right at you. And I hit it right into that bunker. Dude, I ain't never hit a bunker shot in my life up until now, right? And I'm with these few old guys, and I just remember I was like, whatever, just slam down on it. Whatever happens. And I hit this ball or the sand. Ball pops out, rolls downhill, left to right, boom, right in the cup for an eagle. Dude, my first time on the league, I was like, damn, right? And the old guys were like, damn, that's awesome. He goes, I've been playing golf for 30 damn years. I still ain't had a hole out eagle. I was like, yeah, I go, that's my first one. He's like, are you effing kidding me? Like,
I got a few of them.
Yeah.
I got FREAR Park. You never forget your first one, though. You don't. You never forget your first one. And so, Mikey, like you were saying, though, like the hole out feeling. What's a hole in one feeling like? What's that feel like, bro? Like, what's your excitement on that? Like, JR came close on 2 on Sunday. He was about 1.5 feet away. He almost nailed one. But, like, I mean, the eagle feeling is like, holy shit. Like, I hit one. Me and Scrounges were playing in our Friday league a couple years ago. And on the 14th hole, I hit one in from like 170 out. And both of us were like, holy shit, no way. Like, we were more shocked than excited because it was like, it's the hardest hole in the second hardest hole in the course. And I was like, there's no way that went in. And our buddy Christian was already up like 50, 100 yards in front of us. And he hopped in the cart to go confirm it. And he's doing this, celebrating. And we're like, no way. And Brad still almost came back to beat me.
Well, all right, guys, I've showed this before, but I still have it on here. I got to show my hole out eagle on 7. Can I show it real quick again?
Go ahead.
Bragging rights.
Let me see it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on now.
Ant, I forgot about this, bro.
That was awesome.
I forgot about that one. That was last fall. I forgot all about that.
That was awesome.
Yo, and how dope to have it on film, too. That's the best part.
I know. I mean, I film everything. You know me. I try to film everything, and I caught that one. I caught a good one. But Florida Mike, listen, before we get into some PGA live stuff, we just had Lewis on the podcast from CABOT, and you just played over there. I want you to tell the listeners a little bit about that round, and you played with the director of the course as well?
Assistant director, Brian.
Okay. Yeah, tell me a little bit about that round.
Well, first off, thank you very much for having me out there. First and foremost, Lewis and Brian and the entire CABOT facility crew were very hospitable. To the golf course, I mean, where do I even start? Like, I sent you a couple videos and pictures. I mean, the place is just immaculate. I mean, the greens they're true. The undulation is beautiful. Now they planted about 5 months ago, like a ton of like wild flowers. Now they're all popping up, in between the holes and stuff like that. So, I mean, the place it's really nice. They're very nice. It was awesome to get out there and play with them. I struggled at the beginning just because I wasn't used to like around the greens, the fringe. Like, I was chipping terrible. And then I did a lot better in the back nine as I got used to it. Drove the ball really well. That was nice. But I mean, dude, the view, just the scenery, how quiet it is, when you're out there. You see the birds, the turkeys, deer,
Gators.
no gators. But and then it's right next to like a big, huge. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of wildlife. The place is beautiful, and I to anybody who comes down this way, my area, Cabot Citrus Farms, you got to play it. You have to.
We are. I know we're gonna play it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, just right off. Like I asked them, as we're playing, and I played there before Cabot, so I kind of know the old holes and everything, and I know what they incorporated, and like just the transformation is unreal, right? And Lewis was with the Roost the entire time. That's his baby, and man, dude, impressive. And it really is to like just look at it and play it, and you have zero excuses. That's for sure. You mess up, it is your fault. Like, there's not a bad part in the fairways literally look like carpet.
Amazing.
Just all the way through and through, dude. The bunkers were insane. They're big. They're not boring. They're not just like your basic oval bunker. You know what I mean? I mean, they got depth to them. They have length. I mean, it was like my first couple holes. It was a second hole. Well, here, so the first hole, we'll go to the first two real quick. First hole, you're looking straight down the fairway, huge bunker, right in the middle. I mean, this thing's probably 50 yards wide, right in the middle of the fairway, and then there's like 30 yards of fairway to the left of that. Everything's like this, the fairway. So I hit it out there right into the fairway, cuts off the bunker. I'm right in the middle of the fairway. I have 99 yards to the flag, and I can't see the flag because of the undulation course. Yeah. So I walk 10 yards left. I see the flag. I hit it. I get my yardage. I line it up with a pine tree because that's all you got. You got to hit over this huge fairway hill. So I hit it, and I was a couple yards left of it. And we drive up there, and it's just green and then fringe. And it's perfect. Like, there's no unevenness from putter to green to fringe. So that thing just went all the way down like 15, 20 feet, and then you got to chip up, and it's like 7 feet of elevation change right in front of you, so really cool. And then we get to the par three, and no warm up, and I just totally toe balled the crap out of this 5-iron, and it put me onto another fringe. So I was like, all right, cool. But I'm like looking at it, and it's so nice. You're like, man, I don't really want to damage this with a wedge, so that's in my head. And I skull F the shit out of this thing. Goes across the green in this bunker, right? And I watch it trickle in. I'm like, oh, okay, that's going to be interesting because it's got all kinds of crazy shapes. And it's 50 yards long, and it goes all downhill. And I'm not thinking anything of it. We just got a foot or an inch and a half of rain. And I saw where it goes in, so I walk over to it, and it's not there. I'm like, what? And I look down, and it's all the way down the bunker. I was like, dang, dude, it was super cool. I didn't hit out of it because they were wet. But man, I can't wait for you guys to come down here and play this.
The special place, special place. You
It
said
is,
you played.
it really is.
You said you played from 6,700 yards.
Yeah, about that, roughly, yeah. And it's like,
Wow.
it's the perfect yardage to see the entire view. Like you sent that, you got that video I sent you, right?
Yeah.
So we're literally, that is, I think that's like 13 or 14, and you can see 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, like all the way around you. And the Karoo, like the roost, I would have a feeling once it matures, because I think it's less than a year still. So we're talking like maybe 7 months, I think. Once it matures, I honestly think that on Golf Digest or whatever they do the thing on, it'll be better than the Karoo. And right now, the Karoo is, I think, like 32nd in the country, and that's the sister course. The Roost will definitely be higher than that. I mean, the Roost is good enough to where the pros can play at 7,500 yards, and it's tough.
I'm bringing up Mike. I'm getting that video right now, real quick, of the course.
That's what I was just gonna say. And when we find it,
no, I got it. I'm sending it to the because you got to see this ride, the video he's talking about.
I've done a couple different ones.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely incredible. So, all right, I got that video right here, Mike. Check it out, Raj. He said this earlier.
That's a green, by the way.
Place is absolutely beautiful, dude.
that shit is tight.
Yeah, that's a green. Look at the undulation on that thing. Look at that. So like,
Oh my God.
So you guys see that if you go when it goes back when it was on the left where I did that video of me doing the stinger through the trees, that was that hole back there. That's funny.
Look at this place.
Yeah, it's perfect. Obviously got 1.5 inches, but hold on, let it go just a little bit and I'll show you.
Yo, it's very undulated, but it's very open though too.
Yeah. Right there. Step pause it.
Oh,
you can go back a little bit.
Yep.
It's hilarious because I want to show you this piece. You can't really see. All right, right there's good. So I'm in those trees on the left over there, behind them, and there's like 2 pine trees right next to those. So I cut it through there. Now see that dark green line that goes through the middle of the fairway?
Yeah.
That is a ravine that's about 4 feet deep that goes all the way across the fairway, and it's got like a foot of tall, thick grass in it. And that's like part of the course. Like you have to dodge that on the par 5.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And if you don't play it, if you have never played that, you would not know that because it just looks so nice.
That's why.
No.
Yeah, that Mike, I can't wait to come down. I really can. And it's happening.
When are you going?
Next year. Probably. I'm gonna try to come though, like the end of next March or April. So just about the time when I am sick of this upstate New York winter, I'll get my ass down there to Florida.
Where would we fly into, Mike? Orlando or
Either one, Orlando or Tampa. Either one. Tampa's a little closer, but it doesn't matter.
and it's a 2.5 hour flight, bro.
Yeah,
it's like going to a Yankee game, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be right there. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. Especially we have hookups down there. I mean, like Florida Mike will take care of us. And hopefully in the next year, my parents will have a place down there. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I'm down. You just gotta let me know a date way in advance so I can block it off from work and shit.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Get my permission slip signed.
We'll let it happen. All right, boys. Listen, let's take the short break, and then we're gonna come back and talk a little PGA stuff. Maybe go over some PGA championship odds and talk a little bit about. I brought up a good article about how to break 80. So we'll just go over some. You
know, a good way to break 80? Shoot 31 under.
Yeah,
that's a good way to break 80.
Scottie Scheffler. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we come back, guys. Let's just give Rad Reeds a shout.
Boom.
Is your swimming pool looking more like a pond these days? Don't sweat it. Swimming Pool Repair Experts has your back. Since 2000, Swimming Pool Repair Experts has been the trusted name for top-notch in-ground pool renovations across the greater capital region. From liner changes and pool bottom refinishing to plumbing repairs, opening, closings, and stunning upgrades like lighting, benches, stairs, and decks, Swimming Pool Repair Experts does it all. Their expert team is ready to bring your pool back to life so you can dive into some summer fun. Because what's better than taking a nice dip after a long round of golf? Get a hold of Jim over at Swimming Pool Repair Experts today at 518-858-2587. That's 518-858-2587. Or check his website out, swimmingpoolrepairexperts.com. And don't forget to tell Jim that you heard about him on the Upstate Golf Guys podcast for that extra discount. All right, boys. So this weekend was the CJ Cup Byron Nelson event in Texas. And it's actually his hometown. The boy is from Texas. Scottie Scheffler shot 31 under, guys. Are these courses getting too easy for these guys, or?
Nah, that's his home course, brother. Like, I mean, like that's like where it all started for him too. Like, there's I don't know anybody listens to YouTube golf, but go on to Grant Horvat's channel. He just released a video of him playing Scottie Scheffler, where Grant starts at 5 under, and it's before the Byron Nelson, and you get to listen to like how it all came about. Like, so, like real quick, like. He did a qualifier to get into the Byron Nelson, I believe, is how it all started. And he played in the Byron Nelson and made the cut. But there's the local, that course, there's a section on the driving range where it's only for legends and pro golfers. And he always used to bug him like, hey, when can I hit over there? When can I hit over there? And like when you qualify for a tournament. So they qualified for the Byron Nelson. So he's like, yo, can I hit over there? And the guy's like, nah, you gotta qualify for a major. So that's how it built up. It was pretty dope, dude. So, I mean, 31 under, is that crazy? Absolutely. Am I surprised it's him? Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know?
So he had a bogey on the 17th hole, too.
Yeah.
So he could have got 32 under, which would have broke the record. Just wild, dude. I can't
the wire.
That's amazing.
Yo, I get 2 birdies in a row and I get excited and like my nerves start going. You know what I mean? These guys do it just consecutive, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. Scottie Scheffler asked Grant, Grant's like, so you think that's fair, 5 under? And this guy's like, so what's your record against pros? And he's like, I'm 4-4. And he's like, yeah, that seems fair. He goes, do you want more strokes? Like, he just casually asked him, do you want more strokes than 5? You know? And then he said his handicap was like a +7 if he had to gauge. Scottie Scheffler, +7, number 1 in the world, right? Dude, watch it. Watch Grant. Everybody, watch Grant with Scottie Scheffler on YouTube. It is awesome, dude.
it's on the Good channel.
No. Grant Horvat is no longer with Good, so he has his own channel. He does stuff with Liv. He's like partners with Phil Mickelson. So he does a lot with Phil Mickelson. Grant's really good. I mean, he gets to play with all these guys, and they set it up so he's like the first guy to play with Scottie Scheffler on YouTube.
Yep.
And I was a fan of Scottie Scheffler, but man, when you watch that, it's like an hour and a half. You become a huge, almost like you're a fan of Tiger, almost the way you just watch him interact with Grant. You're just like, damn, this dude is solid. You know,
they're both very. I saw the one part where they were both talking about their religious values, and they're both very Jesus people.
Yeah,
which was cool. You know, it was just interesting to see them both talk about their beliefs. But let's talk about. I want to before we go into the breaking 80. Did you watch any of the Live Golf Florida Mike Bryson?
Yeah, Bryson just tearing it up, getting himself geared
again, right?
Yeah, Bryson. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Him
Third one.
Team one. Yep. Man.
Yo, but both of those guys you just named, and Mikey, with what you said, with Bryson especially, they're finally, like, golfers are finally letting their personalities be shown. A lot of golfers, like back in the day, like you didn't get to know these guys. You didn't see them on like commercials or shows or doing like the opportunity of YouTube where like Bryson's playing with Trump trying to break 50, or like Scheffler's doing with Grant. Like you've never seen that before, and get to actually get these guys' personalities. Like to me, like Rory seems like he's a stuck-up country club, like just a dude I wouldn't want to hang out with, like a cocky little preppy dude.
Yeah,
And
100%.
you know what I mean? But he could be the coolest dude in the world, but you don't really get the chance to see that behind the scenes personality. You know, and that's what's kind of getting cool about the YouTube golf, and you know, these guys getting a chance to actually, you know, show us who they are, opposed to just walking down the fairway all focused and locked in. Like that's game mode for them. They're locked in. That's, you know, clear the mechanism. All they see is the fairway.
And I hope that little snake that he calls himself commissioner of the PGA, Mr. Jay Monahan. I hope he because I don't know if people look at numbers and stats, like the views for the PGA was going down because people live in PGA, right? So I hope he like really takes a seat back and calls all those YouTube golfers and saying thank you for helping me save the PGA.
Mm-hmm.
Because since YouTube golf is blowing up, and personally, I think YouTube golf is way more popular than the PGA and or live because of just all the bullshit and the politics. And it's, you know, like the PGA started doing the interviews with the headsets and with golfers while walking down the thing. That's all because of YouTube.
Right.
Because they look at the messages, they look at the responses and the reviews of YouTube golf, and it's like, man, we love listening to how you work through every shot. We love how you know, like what's going through your head in between shots. What are you doing? Or just, you know. So then the PGA started doing that. Then the PGA started doing the Creator Classic.
Yeah.
Right now they're like, because you know, like Breezy Golf from Bob Does Sports, love them. You know, they do the Breezy Invitational, huge. It like sells out big time. Good. Started doing tournaments, huge views. They started doing live, and then like major TV companies were like, "Yo, we'll help you do this. This is awesome."
Barstool's doing a big one.
Yeah, now they're doing $1 million one, and like, and then the PGA, and like this is where he's always been a snake, but. Like one, you're taking ideas from YouTube and trying to bankroll it, right?
Yep.
And then you have a YouTube golfer who is a PGA Tour player who I love, Wesley Bryan, dude. He's the man, you know, like he's awesome. He goes and plays in that live thing, and then, you know, and I get this part. They suspend him. They pull his card. He was about to. I think he either lost it or he was doing status or whatever. But they suspended him indefinitely, right? And then this is a snake. Then you turn around and you ask his best friend, Grant Horvat, if he got an invite to I think it was the Bermuda tournament just recently. Right after you suspend his friend,
right.
You're like, there's a spot open now. Would you like it?
Wow. Yeah, right. And it's his homie spot. Yeah.
And it's his homie's spot.
Wow.
Like, dude, like now, and this is why this is kind of fucked, dude, because, you know, like, even though Grant, he's really good, and you know he won the Creator Classic. He can definitely hang, but and that's like an opportunity of a lifetime, right? Like him and Scheffler kind of touched on it, but it's not at the same time. It's kind of like just being dangled in front of you, like what's more, money or loyalty, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Where's it at? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think Grant did it. I haven't seen anything on it. I'm pretty sure he did not do it. But like that's just snaky, dude. Like the YouTube golf, in my opinion, is like kind of saving the PGA because now they're all intertwining. I think the PGA is doing it wrong. I think the tournaments are kind of lame. I think when the YouTube guys did it, they were a lot more fun to watch. But I don't know, man. They, you know, and if like Liv gets their world ranking system back, dude, that's gonna really put a little tweak in some of the PGA players.
Oh yeah.
You know. Because where are you going to put Bryson? He's got to be 2, 3.
Right.
Like definitely Scottie, Scheffler, Rory, and Bryson. Like obviously Scotty's won. You know, he just won in like convincing manner. Like he was just blacked out for 4 days and just ripped everybody. You know what I mean?
Ran the fucking table,
dude. On Sunday, like you're watching the tournament and it's like half of the tournament is Scottie Scheffler highlights. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Guys sticking it to a foot every time, you know.
Think about waking up on a Sunday morning and you're down 27 strokes, like to the leader, and you're in second place. Like, what are you gonna do when you know what I mean? You might as well just go back to bed.
No, he lost. Van Ruin only lost by like 8 strokes, so he shot really well. 20,
but I know what that feels like. I won the national championship by 8 strokes. It feels good. Like when
Like,
you
think
when you're walking down 18 and you already know that you've won and you can like let it
Just
in, you can
chill.
take it in early.
Yeah.
Dude, like oh man, dude, like just like how you can see Scotty's face, he's just smiling walking down 18, like it don't matter, baby, you know,
Yeah.
like,
that's it.
and
All the
All right, well,
relaxation ever.
so
yeah,
definitely, so
Hey,
he's
real
definitely.
quick.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you both this.
Go ahead.
Who I don't think I know the answer to this, but who is your favorite golfer currently on tour? Who's your favorite? Like, who's your favorite one? It's like, all right, it's Sunday Masters or Sunday tournament, like end of a tournament, and they're on the lead down the stretch. You're gonna make sure you're plopping down in front of the TV. Who's your favorite golfer?
Go ahead, Florida Mike.
Who's your
Mm.
Michael Jordan right now?
man, dude.
It's kind of a tough question, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. I'm just trying, like, I already know who my number one is. I was just like thinking of my top three. Like Bryson's my guy.
I
Bryson.
was gonna say
Um,
that too.
you know,
Yeah.
Bryson.
I've watched him since he started on tour, like how he was, like how he started in the game and how he's matured now. Like, dude, when he won what was it, the U.S. Open? He like hung out with everybody and let everybody pass the trophy around. He signed autographs. When he lost at the Masters, he was walking down the neighborhood, saw somebody had a putting green, went in there, hung out with him for a couple hours, used the
So
putting
cool.
green. Dude, like,
Definitely.
dude, players don't do that, and if they do, you don't hear of it. Maybe you do because of his social media outreach. But that too, like, look at what he does on social media. You know, Rory's not even in my top 10, to be honest with you. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like how he is.
No.
He may be different completely behind the camera, and that's awesome. I don't know. I can't know. I don't know why you got to look different because you're just getting an extra paycheck, but
Exactly.
that's who they are or whatever. Then you got Schefflers, and my number two.
Uh,
Then you got to go young guys. I think that's like everybody has their seasoned golfer. Who's your favorite young guy?
like Victor.
Yeah.
Victor.
Okay.
Victor Hovland. I
Is
like.
he young? Is he a young dude? Well, I guess he's only been on what, 5 years?
He's in his early 20s.
Oh,
Who you
yeah.
got, Ant? Who's your guy, Ant? Bryson?
Definitely Bryson. And I've always liked Jordan Spieth, guys. Always been a fan of him. Ever since he won that Masters, and then
He's like the angel of golf, dude. That guy's just
yes,
he's an angel of golf. He's such a nice guy.
he is. He really is. And what I've heard about him, he really truly is. Like, even just to his fans and to just the regular people. I went to Lake George with the wife for a weekend, and we ate. I forgot the restaurant, but our waitress actually lived in Texas, and she was up in Lake George for the summers, and her gym was the same gym Jordan Spieth works out at. And she was like, he's such a nice guy. She's like, he's just such a down to earth, sweet person. And I could see it, man. I could definitely see that. But for a new young guy, I like Ludwig Aberg. I mean, is he young? Is how he's considered young, right?
What, second year on tour, third year on tour.
Yeah. So he's up there. But let's talk about. I mean, since we're in this conversation, it was a good segue for this, Raj. We got the.
I was just curious because it's
No.
I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know, like who's
what's
my
yours?
favorite
I
golfer?
think yours is Fleet. You love Fleetwood. You
Tommy's
love Tommy.
I like Dustin Johnson, but he kind of just falling off right now. So it is Tommy Fleetwood's my guy.
No doubt. Well, so listen, we got the 107.
Dustin Johnson, money comfortable.
Yeah, that's it. He's got money and lady comfortable. He's got he's got a Gretzky. But so listen, guys, the 107th PGA Championship is set to take place from May 15th to May 18th at Quail Hollow. Scheffler is the favorite, obviously. Obviously. But let's go over. We'll go over a couple more quick favorites. And we'll just do a couple quick picks, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Scottie's plus 500. Rory's plus 500. So they're both even. Then it goes to Bryson's plus 1,000. Aberg's plus 1,200. Xander's plus 1,200. Morikawa plus 1,400. Rahm 1,800. Justin Thomas plus 2,000. Brooksy 2,000. Victor plus 2,500.
That was a good bet at 1,800.
Yeah, let's scroll down. Corey Connors plus 4,000. Wyndham Clark 4,000. Jordan Spieth 4,000. Sing J M 4,000. Cameron Smith plus 4,000. That could be an interesting one.
What's
He's a sleeper. He's always a sleeper. He's
Cameron
always like,
Smith.
yeah.
I wonder, is Blades Brown or Luke Clanton there? I don't know if they got invites.
Like you could always bet
I don't-
Cam Smith for like a top 5 finish because the odds are probably like if you want to take a chance to get a nice little payout, you're gonna see him in a top 5, top 10 finish.
Mhm.
He's one of those guys. Put a couple bucks on it, probably profit pretty nicely.
Batia is plus 10,000. Ricky
Well,
Fowler. Ricky Fowler. This could be a good one. Plus 12,500 for
he's
Ricky.
playing decent, but he hasn't really played him a lot.
No, you're right.
Is this is Rory's first
yeah, after the,
Back,
first round back?
I
here
think
we
so.
go. Here we go. After his hot round just in Texas, Eric Van Ruyan plus 17,500.
Oh,
Joel Diamond is at the very bottom as well, plus 17,500.
dude, man, what a heartbreaker he had a couple weeks ago
Yeah,
when he lost at the end. But he went bogey, I think, or bogey.
I love that guy too.
Dude, he's great. He's awesome. He's sponsored by Good. You know that?
Is he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's
3
cool.
or 4 of them out there on the PGA that are sponsored by Good.
Did you ever watch the Did you ever watch the Full Swing, his episode where you didn't watch Full Swing yet, did you? Where
I never have either.
So there's an episode where he was in a qualifying qualifier for something, and he needed to go 3. Is your phone ringing again, Roger?
Nope.
Oh,
That's the airplane.
Oh, it's an airplane. All right. Hearing all these noises, he needed to go. So it was a qualifier, and he was like +3 or something. It was like a 36-hole qualifier, and it was the same day, Florida Mike, and he didn't think he had a shot, okay, to qualify or whatever. So it was lunch. It was his lunch break. It was in between. So he ended up putting a couple beers down. He said all of a sudden 3, 4 down, I was feeling nice. He goes, I went back out. He goes, and I think he like threw like 7, 8 under and ended up qualifying. But it was one of the stories. It was his story on Full Swing. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a cool guy. I mean, he beat cancer and stuff too. So he's I'm always rooting for him.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of good dudes on the tour, and like I love when people get mad when you pick your favorites or you pick people you like, and they get so mad and like offended. It's like, listen, you could easily like at 125 top guys, you could easily like 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a bad dude out there. They're great family people. You always see the family around during tournaments. It's just the ones you like really, really enjoy to watch. Like I like Blades Brown, Luke Clanton, John Daly Jr. I mean, these kids that are coming up are ridiculous. Like Blades Brown turned down this PGA tournament that Scottie Scheffler won so he could play in the Korn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, every time you say Blades Brown, it reminds me of House Party.
Oh yeah.
That was his name was Blade Brown.
Yeah. He goes to the Korn Ferry tournament, and right after he rejects the PGA Tour invite, he shoots 10 under. I think he got second. He shot like 28 under or something like that. He got second on the Korn Ferry.
Sick.
17 years old.
So
Damn.
Florida Mike, give me your favorite for the PGA Championship.
Bryson.
All right, go ahead, RGB.
Morikawa.
All right, I'm gonna go with Atberg this time, for sure.
All right.
That's it.
Give me a high odd. Give me a high odd pick.
All right. Let's see. How about let's go. I'm
gonna go Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. Okay. Let's
I'm going my
go.
boy Akshay. So
Let's go. I'm gonna go Max Homa at plus 6,600. He's
that's a good one.
He's due, bro. He's due to have a breakout round, man. He's got to battle back. He was playing really well last year and kind of just fell off.
Who's your long shot? Long shot, Florida Mike.
Oh, Akshay.
Oh, you said Akshay. Okay.
Yeah, give me that plus 12,000.
I love it.
All
right, guys. Breaking 80 is a major milestone in golf. I still haven't done it. Actually, I did, but it was at Eagle Crest shooting from the Reds, and I did have a couple. Like it wasn't in tournament play, Florida Mike. It was a lot of gimmies. It was just, it was a playing with the guys casual play. I don't count it as, because especially when I found out we were playing from way up. You've done it 3 times, RGB?
3 times, yeah.
Florida Mike, you still working on it?
I got like 180s.
Crazy.
It's insane, dude. It just,
Yeah.
it really, I mean, I think the reason why I'm not doing it right now is because I'm trying too hard.
Yep.
Like I zone in and I'm there. Like, you guys know my story. I'm there, and then the last 2 holes, I'm like bogey. Like, dude, why'd you even get in the cart or out of the cart and even play this hole? So it's just a mental test. But I know when I conquer that little memory lapse in the last couple holes, I know once I do break 80, watch the fuck out, brother. Because they're gonna do nothing but drop. I can't wait.
I love it.
I know I got the game. I know that for sure. I do have, I would say, 75% of the mental down, like the things that trials and tribulations that I've already had to go through to get here.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's why I've done so well, but I can slowly see the progress. Because and even you guys last year know, like I would say, oh yeah, I started off great, and then in the middle I blew up, and then I ended good. Or I did terrible at the beginning, I did locked it in, and then I gave it up at the end. But now it's like I'm, granted, this last tournament on Saturday, those are the greens. I'm sticking to it anyway. Minus that round, I've done really well throughout, and then I've given it up like the last 2. Not give it up to where I have a blow up hole, but a bogey is enough to keep you from breaking 80. So, but I think once I do break 80, and I think that's why it's taking so long, is that I'm just gonna hammer down. I'm gonna go as low as I possibly can, and I'm gonna work twice. I mean, I work a lot out now, but I'm gonna work twice as much. I have a feeling.
You look back, and when you have a round like that, you look back like at those couple holes where you missed those opportunities to where you could have had. Like I shot a 86 this weekend, but I was going into 16, so 3 holes left, 2 par 4s and a par 3. So opportunity to make something happen. And with a 79, I ended up, what I do? I doubled, bogeyed, and then tripled. So I ended up with an 86 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like screw up my whole round.
Quick.
But
Boom.
quick. But I'm right, like I'm looking back at it, I'm like, I'm right there. Like I try to get cute and go over the tree instead of just hitting a punch under the tree. And like I was going for it. You know what I mean? I was going for the 79 and cost myself the round. But
yeah,
it's right there.
I'm the opposite. I'm playing soft because I'm trying to get 80, break 80, and I'm screwing up. Right? Like trouble off the tee, baby. No, never lay up. So now I don't anymore. Screw it.
Nope.
Like literally. So perfect example. I'm in a bunker yesterday, 260 yards from the flag. I'm in the bunker. I grabbed my 3-wood.
Hell yeah.
He's like, "You're going for this?" I was like, "Never lay up, man. Might as well. I don't know where I'm hitting into. I'm just gonna hit it.
Hit it as far as I can. Let's see what happens.
I love it.
Smoked it. 260, because I was sitting on like the 15th hump on the left side of the green, pin high,
Yeah.
feet above the flag. Like I putted it too. I didn't chip that. You're out of your mind. But like, never lay up, dude. And
baby.
so I think the next time I'm on the verge of breaking 80, I'm not taking my foot off the gas. I'm gonna keep going, and if me not laying up hurts me, at least I'll be by the green. Instead of trying to lay up and chunk it 80 yards. That pisses me off. I want to like flip the golf cart. If I was like an angry person like that, I would flip the golf cart, throw a club, snap it. Like, but it really boils me. I hate chunking.
No doubt. All right, guys, you want to wrap things up here? We have
Let's
another
wrap it.
podcast to record. But
Yo, and
yeah.
Don't forget to plug your tournament, man.
Oh yeah, JPM, October 5th.
I seen it got posted. I seen the date got posted.
No doubt. Thank you for that, Roger. Tracy's gonna be coming. We're gonna do a podcast all about the tournament. Probably next month. It's gonna be a great. Oh, got to shoot that squirrel. Get it, baby.
It's my squirrel getter, bro.
That hitter, boy.
But before I wrap things up, I gotta ask you guys. All right, what is? I had to talk about this, and I have to get it off my chest. This. One of my biggest, and I don't know how you guys feel about this. What are your thoughts about dip being spit on the green during a round.
Not on the
When you're-
greens.
when
Yeah,
you're
put
playing
it somewhere else, man. You got 8 inches of grass, acres and acres upon acres.
Not
That
on the
is
greens,
green.
man.
Oh,
Just
thank
don't
you.
like. I smoke cigarettes, but guess what? I put them in a box. The cigarette butt in a box. So you know, if I don't throw my cigarette butt on the ground, I'm obviously not going to let somebody just pock Tua all over the fucking green. That's crazy. Pardon my French.
No,
Yeah, we
I was
put all the joint tips, all our joint tips from the cones, man. We put them where the tees go. So like they're all right there. We pick them up when we're done, man. You know, that's how we roll.
Exactly, dude. Like I'll put mine right next to the golf cart, or I'll put it next to the tee box, you know, and then I pick it up. I just
I think spitting on the greens in general. Get that out of here.
That
I don't
and-
think no sunflower seeds around the greens.
that too, both of them. Sunflower seeds and dip, please do not just leave the greens clean.
Greens and tee boxes. Respect the course, man.
Please,
Yeah.
thank you.
like I
just wanna-
even see people that it makes me mad when they smoke cigarettes and they're like flicking their cigarette on the green, like the amber and the ash hit it, or they like flick their cigarette out. I'm like, yo, dude, like do that shit off the green,
Not on the
Yep.
green, man.
not on the
Yep.
green.
Have some
Bingo.
respect, man.
Yep.
We have
All right,
we
guys.
putt bad enough, dude. I know a guy who puts golf balls when they hit the green. He'll put them in his mouth to clean them.
Ew.
Ugh.
Can
So-
you imagine if his golf ball rolled through someone's dip?
Oh,
No, it has. It probably has. And then listen, it was raining all day Saturday, so now the dip was all soupy and rainy, and I was all mixed together.
come on! I hate that. People are puking in their cars right now. Cut this conversation out.
Legit. I have to call this guy out, and I don't really care, dude. You know me. I speak how it is, and just
Well, we know.
don't do that shit. All right, guys.
Ant's
with
gonna
that
be
said-
standing on the corner of bottom of Hoosick with a sign and a megaphone, yelling, so protesting about something by the end of the night.
All right, boys. Holla. Let's have a good night,
Peace.
and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Game 5.
Birdie par, bogey fly, swing that club, watch it sky. Lombardi putter shine so clean, golfing addicts chasing the green. Upstate golf guys, that's the vibe. Golf and laughs keep us alive. Tune in now, don't you see?